Hello students, welcome to online science class. I am Babita Bhatnagar. Today I will teach you chapter 5 of class 7 science, acids, bases and salts. Students, in previous session we have learnt about acids, bases and their uses in everyday life. In this session we will learn about indicators, type of indicators, neutralization reaction, salt formation, types of salt, use of neutralization reaction in everyday life and uses of salt. In this chapter we will also learn about acid rain. Now students, we know that acidic substances are sour in taste while basic substances are bitter in taste. But it is highly dangerous to taste each and every substance without knowing its properties. How do we then find out whether a given substance is an acid or a base? So we have indicators. An indicator is a substance which when added to a solution indicates whether the solution is acidic or basic by changing its color. If there is no change in the color, then the given substance is neutral. Students, you know that indicators are the substances which are used to identify the acidic or basic substance. Indicators are found naturally also and they can be synthesized also. Types of indicators. Indicators can be divided into two types, natural indicators and synthetic indicators. Natural indicators. Indicators that are obtained from naturally occurring substances are called natural indicators. For example, litmus, turmeric, China rose, red cabbage, etc. Synthetic indicators. Indicators that are made in laboratory are called synthetic indicators. For example, phenolphthalein, methyl orange, etc. Litmus, a natural indicator. The most commonly used natural indicator is litmus. Litmus is extracted from lichen. Lichen is a composite organism. It consists of fungi and algae living in symbiotic relationship. This we have learnt in chapter 1. Litmus is available in the form of solution or paper strips of two colors, blue and red. Liquid litmus and litmus paper are used to detect the acidic or basic nature of a substance. Litmus gives purple color in distilled water. In acidic solution, blue litmus paper turns into red, while red litmus paper remain red. In basic solution, red litmus paper turns into blue and blue litmus paper remains blue in the basic solution. Turmeric. Turmeric is also used as natural indicator. Turmeric is of yellow color. It turns into red when dipped into basic solution. Turmeric does not change its color in acidic solution. Children, you must have noticed a turmeric stain turns red when washed with a detergent because detergent contains base. China rose. China rose is another natural indicator and this is extracted from China rose petals. In acidic medium, it exhibits dark pink color or magenta color, while in basic medium, it gives green color. This can easily be made at home. We take China rose petal in a glass and then we add some warm water in it. After some time, this water becomes colored and this can be used as indicator to detect whether the given substance is acidic or basic. Red cabbage. Red cabbage contains an anthocyanin based dye that can be used as a pH indicator. It is red, pink or magenta in acids, purple in neutral solutions and ranges from blue to green to yellow in alkaline solutions. Synthetic indicators. As you know children, synthetic indicators are prepared in laboratories. methyl orange. Methyl orange is orange in color. It changes its color from orange to red in acidic medium and from orange to yellow in basic medium. Phenolphthalein is also a synthetic indicator. It is colorless and it remains colorless in acidic solution and it changes to magenta in basic medium. Students, now we will discuss about universal indicators. We know that acids and bases can either be strong or weak. We can know about their strengths by using a universal indicator. Different strength is given by what is known as pH number on a pH scale. The pH scale has values from 0 to 14. Neutral substances have a pH of exactly 7. pH of pure water is 7. pH 1 is considered strongly acidic and pH 14 is strongly basic. We can measure the pH of a solution by using a universal indicator. When a pH paper is dipped into a solution, acidic or basic, the color thus obtained can tell us about its strength. Neutralization. The acids and bases are chemically opposite substances. So when an acid is mixed with a base, they neutralize or cancel the effect of each other. The products formed on mixing an acid and a base are salt and water. The reaction in which an acid reacts with a base to form salt and water is called neutralization. A neutralization reaction can be represented as acid plus base is equal to salt and water. Salt formed during the neutralization reaction may be acidic, basic or neutral in nature. Acidic, basic or neutral nature of the salt depends on the strength of acid and base. In a neutralization reaction, heat is evolved. It is an exothermic reaction. It is due to this heat that the test tube appears warm when we mix acid with base. Reactions in which heat is evolved are called exothermic reaction. And on the other hand, the reaction in which heat is absorbed are called endothermic reaction. Another neutralization reaction is the reaction between lime water and dilute sulfuric acid. Calcium hydroxide, when reacted with sulfuric acid, form calcium sulfate and water. The reaction mixture becomes warm due to evolution of the heat in this reaction. Neutralization in everyday life. You know, student, the process of neutralization plays very important role in our daily life. Now we will discuss the application of neutralization in our day-to-day life. First of all, we will discuss about soil. You know, the plants do not grow well in acidic soil also and too much basic soil. If the soil is acidic, so it is treated with calcium hydroxide and calcium oxide. You know, calcium hydroxide and calcium oxides are basic in nature. They neutralizes the effect of acid and the soil becomes suitable for growing the crops. If the soil is too basic, then it is treated with organic matter such as manure. You know, manure releases acid and it neutralizes the effect of base and the soil becomes suitable for growing the crop. The use of neutralization reaction in treating of indigestion. You know, students, our stomach also produces an acid, that is hydrochloric acid, which kills the harmful bacteria present in our food. And sometimes when this acid is released in more quantity and in excess, then our stomach is having pain and the condition is called acidity. And this extra acid is neutralized by the use of antacid. Antacid means anti-acid, which cancel the effect of acid, that is base. So a group of mild antacids are used for that. One is milk of magnesia, another is sodium hydrogen carbonate, that is baking soda. So if we are having indigestion or burning sensation in our stomach, then we can take this antacids, and these are safe. They do not have any side effect, and they are available in the market in the form of liquid and mixture and tablet. Ants sting. The use of neutralization reaction in the case of ants sting. You know students, the ant stings contains an acid called formic acid or methanoic acid. So when an ant stings or bites a person, it injects an acidic liquid into the skin of the person, which causes burning pain. If an ant stings a person, then rubbing a mild base like baking soda solution or calamine solution on the stung area of the skin gives relief. Why does it gives relief? This is because being a base, baking soda solution or calamine solution. What is calamine solution? It is zinc carbonate. Zinc carbonate is also a base, so it neutralizes the acidic liquid injected by the ant and cancels its effect. And this is true in the case of bee sting also. But in the case of wasp sting, wasp injects base in the skin. So we have to treat it with acid like lemon juice. Use of neutralization reaction in treating the factory waste. The waste substances discharged by many factories contain acids. If these untreated factory waste are discharged into water bodies like lakes, ponds and rivers, then the acids present in them will kill the fish and other aquatic organisms which live in the water bodies. The acidic factory waste should be treated with basic substances to neutralize them before discharging them into the water bodies such as lakes, ponds and rivers. So water pollution can also be reduced in that way. You know students, in hilly area there is a plant called stinging nettle or bichu ghaas is found. If we touch it accidentally or purposely, it is highly acidic in nature and it injects acid in your skin which gives you a burning sensation. So to treat this burning sensation, a plant called dock plant, which is also found near this stinging nettle, if you rub this dock plant on the affected area, you will have relief. Students, now we will discuss about uses of salts. Sodium chloride, common salt. It is also known as table salt, NaCl. It is widely used in food industry for flavoring and preservation and to taste also in the food. It is used in home also. It is used in the manufacture of various chemicals such as washing soda, baking soda, sodium hydroxide, etc. It is used to melt the ice cream in cold countries. It is also involved in paper industries, fire retardants, etc. Sodium carbonate. The common name of sodium carbonate is washing soda. The formula of washing soda is Na2CO3. Sodium carbonate is used in glass, soap and paper industries. It is used in manufacturing the compounds such as borax. It is used for removing permanent hardness of water. Being a basic substance, it is an ingredient in antacids. Sodium carbonate neutralizes excess acid in the stomach. You know, stomach produces HCl acid and which cause acidity sometimes. So we take sodium carbonate or sodium bicarbonate. Sodium carbonate is used to make lime and for the extraction of iron. It is used in the dyeing industry and also used as wood preservative. Sodium carbonate is used in photography for developing film. So it is a very useful salt. It is also used in fertilizers and explosive. Now we will discuss about acid rain. What is acid rain? You know students, the carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide gases. These gases are released from the vehicles and chimneys of factories they get mixed with droplets of rain and they turn the rainwater acidic. And when this acidic rainwater falls over earth, so it is called acid rain. Acid rain damages the buildings and is harmful for plants and animals, and it damages the monuments also. Taj Mahal, which is made of marble, is in threat because of acid rain. Many historical buildings and monuments have got damaged due to this acid rain. Students, we have come to an end of this learning session. I hope all of you have understood this chapter well. In part 1, we have learnt about acids, bases and their properties and uses. In this part 2, we have learnt about indicators, we have learnt about neutralization reaction, salt formation and their uses. Thank you and have a nice day. I am thankful to my team members who all helped me in making this video. I am also thankful to the IT department. Thank you and have a nice day.